a billion years ago, a shadow moved across the ocean floor. At 3 feet long, this organism combined segmented armor, rotating plates, and a pair of massive compound eyes capable of active tracking. Before this creature appeared, marine life existed in a state of drifting, soft-bodied vulnerability. The preceding era lacked the biological mechanics for speed, evasion, or armor. Survival was a passive process. In these early oceans, energy moved through the ecosystem primarily via filtering seawater or grazing across quiet mats of algae. Anomalocaris disrupted this stasis. By introducing the physical pursuit of prey, it effectively ended the era of passive survival and forced life into a new state of constant alertness. As illustrated in this view of the Cambrian Ocean, the water became crowded with a sudden explosion of diverse, competing life forms. While most of these new species were only a few inches long, Anomalocaris occupied the role of a biological leviathan, outscaling nearly everything in its environment. It achieved this dominance by integrating mobility, sensory targeting, and physical weaponry into a single, cohesive biological system. Investigating how these components work together allows us to see the initial blueprint for predatory behavior. The first critical system in that blueprint was a pair of stalked compound eyes. Positioned on the sides of its head, these eyes granted a massive field of view, allowing it to monitor the water column for the slightest movement. Because these visual fields overlapped, the creature achieved true depth perception. For the first time, an organism could process visual data to determine the exact distance to an object. This enabled the brain to track movement in 3 dimensions, calculating an intercept course rather than simply swimming toward a visual stimulus. In a world where organisms remained functionally blind, this targeting array provided a consistent, inescapable advantage. Once a target was identified, the creature transitioned from tracking to physical capture using segmented appendages. These limbs were capable of rapid articulation, sweeping through the water to snatch a target before it could react. The inward-facing barbed spines along these arms were designed to interlock. When the appendages curled inward, they created a cage from which escape was physically impossible. Feeding had transitioned into a targeted, physical extraction. The final component of the hunt was located beneath the head, a unique mouth structure designed to process armored prey. Fossil evidence reveals a mouthplate composed of 32 overlapping plates, arranged in a rigid radial circle. These plates functioned like a mechanical crusher. As they contracted toward the center, they exerted intense pressure on whatever was held within the ring. This specialized mechanism was specifically evolved to shatter the hard protective exoskeletons that other Cambrian species were beginning to develop. The mouthplate effectively neutralized the primary defense of its prey, turning protective armor into a liability. To survive an environment occupied by such a hunter, prey organisms had to rapidly alter their own biological designs. The trilobite is the result of this pressure. This fossil shows a creature heavily invested in defensive upgrades, from thick calcified plating to sophisticated compound eyes. These organisms evolved the ability to roll into armored spears and position their eyes to watch for shadows descending from above. Anomalocaris acted as the catalyst for this evolutionary arms race, accelerating the development of biological complexity across the ocean. This created a permanent state of tension. Predator and prey were now locked to the cycle, where any advantage in hunting required a corresponding advancement in defense. While Anomalocaris eventually disappeared from the fossil record, the biological principles it established were refined and passed down. The speed, instinct, and striking power found in today's hunters are the refined echoes of the mechanics first tested in these ancient oceans. The agility and intelligence of modern animal life exist because their ancestors survived the immense selective pressure applied by Anomalocaris.
History still holds countless secrets. Subscribe to Velmora Ancient and explore the world's greatest ancient mysteries with us.